Hello students, today we will learn one of the lessons from our CBSE class 9, the book Beehive. The name of lesson is The Little Girl by Katherine Mansfield. Children, you might be seeing on this slide there are two pictures. One picture is of our book The Beehive, which is prescribed by CBSE for class 9 for the subject English. In the series, we have the third unit. In the third unit, we have a story written by Katherine Mansfield, and the title is The Little Girl. Before moving further, children, let's know something about the author. The author is female writer Katherine Mansfield. She is a New Zealand short story writer. She was born on 14 October 1888 in Wellington, New Zealand, and she died on 9 January 1923 in Fontainebleau, France. Her full name is Kathleen Mansfield Butch. Kathleen Mansfield Murray was a prominent New Zealand modernist short story writer and poet who was born and brought up in colonial New Zealand and under the pen that is the nickname of Katherine Mansfield. Her short stories are The Garden Party, Miss Brill, and The Doll's House. In addition to that, at the age of 19, she left her native country, New Zealand, and settled in England. And there she came in a contact of the other writers who happen to be her friends. They are D.H. Lawrence and Virginia Woolf. This Katherine Mansfield, later diagnosed with extra pulmonary tuberculosis, that is TB, in 1917, and the disease claimed her life at the age of 34. So this is what something about the female writer Katherine Mansfield. Now let's see the whole story in detail. So first of all, we'll see the introduction to the lesson The Little Girl. This lesson is about the relationship of the children with their parents. In this lesson, there is a little girl named Kezia. She lives with her father, her mother, and her loving and caring grandmother. Also, she is afraid of her father and she tries to avoid him all the time. Moreover, she feels comfortable on seeing her father leaving for office. But later, she realized that her father was not a bad person and she loves and cares for her in his own way. Moreover, he had to work a whole day to support and provide for his family and was too tired by evening to play with her, that is Kezia. So children, this lesson deals with one theme. The theme is interpersonal relationships between the parents and their children. So in this lesson, there are four major characters. These characters are as follows. So the first character is Kezia's strict father, who happened to be the second most major character in the story. And second character is her stern mother, very strict, stubborn and disciplined mother. And third one is her loving grandmother. And this grandmother's role in the story is really a major role. And fourth one is Kezia. Fourth one is Kezia. Kezia, she is the central character in the story. So let's see the Kezia in detail. The Kezia is a small girl, but she has a prejudiced mind, polluted mind towards her father. She used to be afraid of her father because her father talked to her harshly. She was unable to please her father on some occasions like her father's birthday, but she committed some blunders and mistakes, and which invited the trouble for her. She also commits a blunder mistake by tearing valuable documents of sports authority speech of her dad. She also faces nightmare every night in a sleep, which made her to be terrified, and she was crying out of fear after undergoing that nightmare. She later realized that her father was also a good person when he embraces, when he holds her at his chest to her. When Kezia was alone and she had a nightmare. So this is the major character, central character in the story, and we will love to study this character. So second character is the father. The father is a harsh and responsible man. He is very strict and commanding outlook person. He had a lack of emotional relationship with his daughter, and the father and daughter's conversations was limited because father don't have any time, and he is having satirical tone while talking to Kezia. He used to neglect his daughter on many occasions, and he was holding her as a inferior because she was stuttering, because the stuttering, unable to speak properly, was due to the fear caused by the her father itself. His outer parts are hard. Father is externally very hard, but from inner side he is very much soft, very much loving and caring one. So children, some typical words will be seen now here. Here first word is pull off. To pull off means to remove, and the most important word from this lesson is stutter. Stutter means not to speak normally due to the speech problem, due to the tongue fumbles, etc. Here, wretched, miserable or very bad. Brink of suicide means extremely dejected and frustrated, on the verge, on the edge of committing suicide. Nice talk, here it means polite and informal talk or interactions between two. Stretch out, to keep legs straight on the sofa or bed and relaxed. Gravely, seriously. Then few more words in the typical words and glossary sections. The first word is stare, means looking at something continuously. Angrily means very furiously. To fetch down, to bring down. Screamed, shouted or cried fiercely due to the fear. So these were the typical words which had occurred in the lesson. So let's see some explanation of the story. See here, the picture is reflecting the innocence attitude of the girl and she is very young one. The Kezia was a little girl portrayed by the female writer Methuen Mansfield, and who lived with her mother, her father, and her loving grandmother. She was afraid of her father and she used to avoid him. She used to feel relieved on seeing her father go to his office. See, in this picture, the girl is afraid and looking for her father, whether he has left or not. Kezia was so afraid of her father that she stuttered. She fumbled while speaking in front of him. He appeared to her as a harsh, rude, and critical creature. Her grandmother watched her to understand her parents better and would ask her to go to the drawing room to chat with her parents, but she found them indifferent and unreluctant towards her. So children, in this picture you will see that there are three family members. The Kezia is looking over her father and mother. Father is relaxed on the sofa. It might be a holiday, Sunday. Father is stretched on sofa and he has placed the handkerchief on the face and snoring. Snoring means the way he is creating the sound while sleeping, sound sleep. And while mother beside him busy reading the newspaper, neglecting totally the girl's presence around. And see here, on Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down from first floor to the drawing room to have a nice talk with her father and her mother. But the little girl always found mother reading and father stretched on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face and his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. This is the customary activities during the holidays, the girl noticed. So, girl in her loneliness was asked by her grandmother one day. One day, grandmother suggested that Kezia should prepare a pin cushion as a birthday gift for her father's birthday. So children, in this picture you can see what is the pin cushion. Pin cushion is similar to the pillow, but it is designed with some embroidery work, and that's why it is more decorative. It is a gift to be handed over to someone on a various occasion. So it is a pin cushion to be prepared by Kezia as a dad's birthday gift. Kezia stitched the three sides of the pin cushion casing, making hollow with the three sides stitched. Now she wanted to stuff the useless material with something to be added in a pin cushion. In her grandmother's room, 6 number, the bed table, she found many sheets of fine paper. She tore them off into the small pieces and filled the pin cushion and stitched the 4 sides. Children, here the Kezia made a blunder, a biggest mistake, because these were the valuable documents of dad. It was a sports authority speech delivered by the dad on some occasion. So it was a big mistake by Kezia done there. So the way Kezia torn the pages, she thought they were useless, but these were important papers which invited the big trouble for Kezia. By mistake, she had used the very much important papers which contain her father's very important speech for the sport authority, and though she accepted her mistake, but She had to explain the reasons behind it, but nobody listened. Nobody considered her problem and her thinking. Her father was too angry. He no listened to anything, and he punished her with a ruler, with a scale on her palm, delicate palm, small palm. She failed to understand the punishment made received out to her when she had already accepted her mistake. In spite of accepting the mistake, still she was punished because father was angry. Hours later, when the grandmother had covered her in a shawl and rocked her in a rocking chair, the child clung. The child held at the beast to her soft body of the grandmother, and Kezia uttered in a crying, "What did the God make fathers for?" This was the question in the mind of the girl child Kezia. After becoming emotional, cry and consolation by the grandmother, the Kezia went out and she saw something very much excitement and recreation in the neighbor's garden. So she went close to the fence of the garden of neighbors, and the neighbor was Mr. MacDonald. He had 5 children, and 5 children were enjoying the dance and the company of the father, Mr. MacDonald. And one of the child from the group, totally 5 children, the youngest child was Mau, who was sat on the shoulder of Mr. MacDonald. The company seemed to be a very appealing and attractive, fascinating for Kezia, and Kezia also thought her father should be like a MacDonald. So one evening she saw Mr. MacDonald playing with his 5 children, laughing and enjoying with them. This convinced Kezia that all the fathers are not alike. She discriminate her father with the Mr. MacDonald, and some are loving and some are caring like a Mr. MacDonald, she believed, and some are cruel and brutal like her father, she believed, she accepted. But soon her attitude towards her father also changed. One day her mother had to be taken to hospital, and her grandmother also accompanied, went with the grandmother of Kezia, and Kezia was left alone in the house with the maid servant cook. For the daytime everything was okay, and at the evening time the maid servant cook left to her home, leaving Kezia alone. And in the evening the father arrived, and the girl child was alone. Before father arrived, the girl child went to bed and sleep, and every day, every night, the girl child faced the nightmare. That night also she had to undergo the nightmare in which a butcher will come. Butcher is a person who cut and kill the goats, and this butcher will come in the dream with one hand is having the knife, and another is hand having the rope. Such a terrible sight of this dream, which will cause the panic for the girl child. And that night itself the nightmare came of the same of butcher, and the girl child afraid. But this time there was nobody around her like a grandmother to console her. But when she cried, father came close to her, and he held the child at his chest and consoled her. That time she felt the body of father was really rough, coarse, tough, because he worked hard for his whole family. And that time she thought her father is really hard working, caring, and sacrificing one. And that time her attitude towards her father totally changed. The day was also fine. The night was a different issue. She woke up in the middle of the night, screaming and shouting as she had a terrible and horrible nightmare. She was weeping out of fear at that time. The father came and she saw by opening her eyes. Her father was beside her bed. He carried her to his bedroom and made her warm and comfortable on his bed. Father told to rub her feet with his legs and set them warm. She felt very much safe and comfortable in the company of the father. It was now she realized that her father was not all that a giant, that he loved and cared for her in his own way, that he had to work the whole day to provide for his family and was too tired by the evening to play with her. And she realized the cause of father's not enjoying with her, and thereby she accepted and changed her view towards him. So let's conclude the lesson with a good message for the readers and the children. While studying this story, we have learned the importance of interpersonal relationship between the parents and the children. In a family, for a smooth and successful life, we need the healthy relationship between the parents and the children. The essential is that the parents should spend some time with their children. They should give them freedom, opportunity to express themselves. Parents should give them respect and due attention, complete attention to boost their self-esteem and self-confidence. Children don't like when the parents and elders force their views, point and decision on them. This attitude restricts their free thinking, creativity and independence and decision making ability. In other words, the spontaneous development of personality, child's personality gets hampered. Another important factor, affectionating relationship between the child and her parents. So there should be a mutual understanding and comfortable atmosphere in the family so that the children may develop their instinct and become a successful children in days to come. So with a message, I would like to conclude: the children must obey their parents because they are the best well-wishers. So all the fathers are not alike, as Kezia believed, because they have to be little strict and very much comfortable while teaching the children. Some show their love and affections for their children and play with them. Others also love and care for their children, but they show it by working hard for them, giving them instructions and advice. So children, what we say, what we think of parents, it might be wrong sometimes. So let's spend some time and accept the parents as they are teaching us, because they are really working hard and sacrificing their valuable time for us. So children, hereby I conclude the lessons and I express the sincere thanks for your kind listening. Thank you.